And the last thing we're gonna do, this is a little new. I want to try it just because we have a little feature on our site. I want to give it a little more recognition. It's so every Sunday I do a Showdown Sunday where I put two movie related things together. It could be actors, directors, composers, so on and so forth. And I throw down a question for you guys, for our followers out there, and they vote on who is the better. So this week I decided to go with two composers who I feel are really on the same level. James Horner, best known for doing Braveheart. He did Titanic. He did Field of Dreams. And his opponent is Hans Zimmer, who did The Rock, Lion King, The Dark Knight, Inception. And I didn't want to ask who was better because I felt like that would have been a little disrespectful. So I want to know who was greater between James Horner and Hans Zimmer. Do you guys have a chance to look at it? Do you have an opinion on who do you think is...
Yeah, I mean, I checked out your article on there because I had to just refresh my mind of which ones they've done. And look...
Both are Oscar-winning.
They're both great. They both have some classic historical music and some modern stuff. I actually... so he only did Amazing Spider-Man?
He didn't do number two. That was actually Hans Zimmer. I should have thrown that in.
Oh, hey... How ironic.
I know, right?
I was going to say, I really like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 score. I really do.
Really?
I do. I love it, actually. You didn't like it?
I like the first one more.
Stupid words with the
electro
crap.
Come on. You know I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the opening one when he's flying down. And, yeah, that's great. Not the... No, come on now.
Not the one with...
Well, a score is a score, you know?
I meant... Yeah, I should have said the specific single score, the main score. But for me, I gotta go Hans Zimmer. No disrespect to Horner. For Lion King, come on now. Mm-hmm. And then Dark Knight. I love the Dark Knight score. It's freaking incredible. But yeah, those two movies stand out to me the most. So just neither one is better than the other. But for my personal likings and my personal choice, I'm gonna go Hans Zimmer.
What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, each of them have movies that I absolutely adore. I mean, James Horner has Aliens, which is my favorite Alien movie. Field of Dreams. You guys know I'm a baseball fanatic, and Field of Dreams is one of my top favorite movies of all time. But then you have Braveheart, which Braveheart you can go without saying. That movie is freaking amazing. Mm-hmm. Which you just recently watched for the first time. Did you not?
A couple months ago, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Avatar, Amazing Spider-Man. I liked Amazing Spider-Man more than Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I'll give you that one score. The animated score was great.
The opening one.
Yeah. But for me, it's Hans Zimmer. The Lion King and Gladiator are both of my top 10 movies of all time. And partly is because of the music. We never really talk about scores, but the music is... It's real, without knowing, normal audiences members, they don't know, but the music is really what gives you that experience with the movie. Mm-hmm. And... especially with those two movies alone, they're just so phenomenal. The Last Samurai, that one's incredible.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in there. Jacob had mentioned the Dark Knight. Inception is actually in my top 10 as well. So I have 3 movies of his in my top 10 movies all the time. Interstellar, which one of my best buddies, every time we talk, man, he's furious that Hans Zimmer was not nominated for an Oscar for Interstellar. And I'll give him it because the score he did for that was... it was remarkable. It's one of the best of all times, in my opinion. So mine is definitely Hans Zimmer. I mean, what the guy does behind the mic is ridiculous. And I'm very excited to see what he does. I mean, he does everything so well, every genre, every kind of film. I mean, his list is variety full. And but like Jacob had said, neither of them are better. They're all great. And it's unfortunate that we won't ever see a James Horner one again. Sadly.
Magnificent Seven, maybe.
Yeah, he did write that, but who knows if they'll actually use it, if it'll actually fit the movie. I hope it does, because that would be great. But for me personally, it would be Hans Zimmer. So
yeah, I'm gonna go the same with you guys, Hans Zimmer. For me, they're both equally matched, but I'm just more attached to Hans Zimmer. His work, The Rock, Michael Bay's best movie, starring Sean Connery. Gladiator, God, every time I hear that end score, it gets to me. And The Dark Knight, I mean, come on, we all know how amazing and a phenomenon that was. So Hans Zimmer for me, but they're both just as great.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was our, final our rapid fire segment again, and the Showdown Sunday, which we're gonna try to do from now on. So thank you all for listening. This is the Apocalypse Movie News Podcast. I'm your host Jacob Bartley. You can find me on Twitter at Jacob Bartley _ Instagram Jacob Brian Bartley, and on this YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. I want to thank Gio Ramos for gathering the news topics for us today. Where can they find you online, Gio?
You guys can find me on Twitter at GioRamos24 and at the Larkspur Landing Hotel this afternoon.
Yeah, Gio started a new job today. Wish him luck, everybody. And I also want to thank Jake Berlin for joining us today. Where can they find you online?
Twitter, Instagram at Qui-Gon Jake. Hit that like, share, follow button.
Yes, please. And check out our Padawan podcast. Check out our Comic Hero Talks. Check out Rumor Central. Check out everything. We're doing a lot over here at Apocalypse Movies. And we'll see you guys next time.